I mean, it's always nice to be pushed. I think you can't underestimate a team like Columbus, and we talked about coming into this game, not having lost a set to them all season. Complacency was going to be our biggest enemy. And I think especially now in this final push for the championship, it's about our side and how well we're resetting and responding to a team who's challenging us. How are we responding when we're starting to lose a lead? How are we responding when we're struggling to side out? So I think the focus on our side is there, and I was very pleased. Although we got to that point where we were, behind or not playing our best, our response, majority of the time, was exactly what I would hope at this stage of the season.
Talking about that response in the first set, Kylie had a dig that kept it going. What stood out to you in that response?
I just think that everyone's. I think early in the season, we would have been super tentative when the game was on the line or when we'd given up a lead. We would have probably been a little bit safer, and now we're just taking big risks. We're backing ourselves, we're backing our teammates, and I think that, the confidence comes in, the season we've had, every single week getting better, every single week improving. So when we're in these pressure situations, we've been in them before, and we've, whenever we've stayed aggressive and really played our game, we've come out the other end of it well. So I don't think we're getting nervous in those situations, which is really nice to see at this stage. And it always takes just one person. One person gets one big play, brings a bit of energy, and it's contagious. I think, the way Carter came on in that set as well had a huge impact on that set as well. And I think that we should find confidence considering she joined us like 48 hours ago. So, I'm pleased. Like, we weren't perfect. We're never going to be perfect. But our response in hard situations was a lot better than it was at the start of the season.
And then in the second set, y'all built a large lead. What factors led to that?
Well, I mean, I did think that Columbus did struggle to side out, and that is in part because we started hitting our serves, which we went away from towards the end of the actually towards the end of the second set. But we started hitting our serves, hitting our targets, and I thought Kelsey coming on poses a huge threat at the net. I think the block that you see, we are big and we are physical, and we may not be the best defensive team, but we are an absolute force blocking. And I think that was a big piece of why they were struggling to side out. Kelsey in the front row with either of our middle blockers, man, that is really tough to get around.
Coach, good to see you again. Last time we talked ahead of the season about the team kind of gelling together and finding its chemistry. How rewarding is it for you to see the team kind of dominate and come together in the playoff season in year one?
I mean, we gelled early in the season. Like, this team is tight, like really tight. And I think, bringing Carter in, we were not sure how it was going to go, just because, the team doesn't know Carter. I think she's fit in extremely well, and the team has just, embraced her, and we're still just as tight. And I think that says a lot about the character of our team. They value people, they value connection, they value relationships, and that's our superpower. It really is. I think if we can remember that against tough teams like Indy, that staying together and being together is our superpower. They're also a really good team. I think that we're gelling, sure, but we've been gelled since month one, I think.
Nice.
Coach, Caitlin Leggett, K-Texas News. You talked about how one thing can, impact a game. We saw some aces from Mimi. Talk to me about what serving tough means to, being in a game like this.
Yeah, we talk about how aces don't come from finding the extra mileage in your serve. It's about consistently hitting your serve and consistently hitting your target. Sometimes a good serving game isn't about getting the team on a system, although that'd be nice, that'd be really easy. It's about putting them to situations that we want them to be in offensively. It allows our blockers to do a good job. It allows our blockers to get touches and get points, and that's how we want to serve. So aggressive serving to us is hitting our targets to impact their offense. Mimi did an excellent job on serve tonight, and we were joking because all week she's been winning the service games that we've been doing. So
preparation. And
nice.
Carter, you just got here. How did it feel to be on the court? How did it feel to meet everybody? Get to playing?
Well, I'll answer the second one first. Meeting everybody was nerve-wracking. Like Shannon said, this is a team that's been really gelled from the beginning, and I'm coming in the final 3 weeks, so I know that things can get prickly in those situations, but honestly, there's been none of that. These girls are amazing. They're just great people to be around. They're a laugh. I love to laugh. They love to laugh. So we're getting along really well. The synergy is there. And, the going in part, honestly, I came into this with no expectations. Me and Shannon got on the phone when we were talking about bringing me out here, and the whole purpose of me coming here is to help the team in whatever way I can. So if that's going in the middle of the first set, or starting, or being on the bench, or adding to an already gnarly B-side that we have in practice, then I'm happy to do it. It's just a great environment, great team, great coaches. So yeah, I'm enjoying myself.
And Caitlin, 8 kills, 2 errors. How does that feel to? We gotta say it, but it's fine. 8 kills, right?
Stop it. 8 kills. 8 kills.
What was that like for you to kind of impact the game like that?
I mean, it's awesome. I'm happy that me and Nati are connecting, like we're peaking at the right time. So I'm really excited to just be able to aid the team in any way that I can. And yeah, we're on the right path. I'm really excited for what's to come, for sure.
And then overall, they didn't take a set off you all this season, and this is your 4th win going into the playoffs. What does that mean for the team?
I mean, winning breeds winning. So we want to obviously string together as many wins as possible. But for us, it sounds cheesy, but we don't go out there going, okay, we have to win this game. We want to win this game. We're going into a pressure situation with Indy where they've won all 3 games against us. So yeah, we want to win that game, but that's not really what we're looking to do. We're looking to play better against them than we have the last 3 times. We want to play our best volleyball come May 7th. That's when we want to play our best volleyball. So yes, winning's important. It's a driver. Everyone loves winning. The more you win, right? But for us, our focus is can we be better than we were last time we played them? Can we evolve our offense by May? Can we play differently in May than we were playing in February, March? That's what we focus on. And every day, if we can find that 1%, 2% from all positions, we're a tough team. We're a tough team. So hopefully our best volleyball is yet to come.
And then also thinking about the atmosphere, you had some legends in the building, Matt's head coach, things like that, and then you also see a lot of little baby volleyball players with signs, what does that feel in that atmosphere?
Go for it, guys. I mean, I just put myself in my shoes back then, and I look at myself now, and I can't believe it sometimes, so I'm glad to be a role model to those younger people, and then meeting somebody like Jason Kidd is insane. Like, the fact that he's here watching us and cheering us on, I mean, we're in the right place. So, I mean, yeah, it's just awesome.
Thank you.
And then, Shannon, you talked about Indy and improving. It has been a while since y'all played. How have y'all improved since that last match?
I mean, I don't think we've played well against them yet. They're a very good defensive team. And I think early on in the season, if we struggled to score, we almost panicked. And then we started to overcorrect, and we just kind of threw the baby out with the bathwater. And now I think we have a certain level of maturity as attackers and as volleyball players where I think we'll respond differently. I'm looking to play better volleyball against Indy. I would like to control our first contact better than we have. I think we can run multiple zones where we've been maybe a little bit more one-sided against them previously. But I don't want that to be our best game. If we lose, I will not be fazed. I don't think it's an advantage. I don't think anything of it. I think if we go out there, we play our best volleyball or play better volleyball than we've played against them, and use that as a warm-up to when we're probably going to face them in May. And I think that's all it is. It's as simple as that.
And then the game's on Sunday. How has Victoria Thomas helped with conditioning and preparing the team for quick turnarounds like these?
I mean, V's a vibe. So she's. I mean, everyone sees the energy she brings, and when on a schedule like this where we have 28 games in a short season, the energy she can bring on a day when you're tired, it is so invaluable. But I don't ever want that to overshadow how good she is as a strength coach. Her ability to manage these athletes and talk to the coaches about loading, what the flow of practice should look like to best accommodate them and where they're at physically and mentally. She's invaluable. She prepares them in the gym really well, but she's a huge support for the coaches on how we can best manage them throughout a really, really difficult season. So while she's a vibe and we love her, she's incredible at her job.
Carter, I know you just got to it, and Caitlin, you've known. What have those conversations been like with Victoria Thomas?
V's changed my life. Like, she's literally the best strength trainer I've ever had. And yeah, I've struggled with some injuries, and she's really helped me get to a place where I feel confident and comfortable in my body. So shout out to V. I love everything about her.
Yeah, I mean, I told her the first day we had lift, which was, I'm talking about it like it was like many moons ago, but that was literally.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
I think it was yesterday.
Was it yet? Yeah, it was yesterday.
I think it was yesterday.
No, yeah, it was yesterday. So yesterday we had lift, and I said to her, I was like, I've really been missing this energy. Like somebody like drilling me, blowing the whistle, like boot camp style. Like I'm just like, I need that, and she really, really provides that. And also just like, again, I've been here for 48 hours, and she's already done like an analysis and a breakdown of like all the things I need to work on, like to keep my body healthy, and she's got me doing these exercises that are amazing, and that, like Kate said, like most attentive strength coach like I've ever had the pleasure of working with. So yeah, she's amazing. That's all I have to say.
And then back to the game, you ended the third set. Kind of, how did it feel to make those connections in your first game?
I mean, yeah, I felt really relieved, obviously, because again, got here like 48 hours ago, touched a ball with these girls 12 hours ago, like 24 hours ago, so like, it was just, I think it speaks to the talent of the people around me to be able to open up, like make space for someone new and adjust and go out and win a 3-set match like that. Yeah, I think I'm just surrounded by really great, really talented people who made my life a little bit easier in there as I'm trying to adjust to the ball in the gym and all the things.
Nadi said in the last point, so we had set up a play offensively, and then we wanted her to go with a certain option, and she goes, I'm going to set Carter. And we're like, okay. I'm like, well, I'm not opposed to it. And she goes, I just need to see if she can do this. It's a must-win point. I'm like, all right, we'll go with that, and,
Cool.
and delivered. So, yeah, I think it's like you've been playing with us for a while now.
Yay.
My question's for Carter. So you guys are working away from a deficit, and then like that kill that Mimi got to tie the first set 23-23. You set her like. What was the conversation like after that happened? Did you used to set? I have so many questions. It was nice.
Yeah.
The set was nice.
Did you used to set? I hope
Did
not.
I used to?
I hope
No.
not.
So I was never a setter, but me and Mimi did like spend our senior season together. So I spent a lot of time like chucking stuff up to her if we were in trouble. So it's like, I mean, I'm fortunate to have had the coaching and to be like a well-rounded middle blocker where like I don't panic if the second ball goes to me. It really truly is just like thoughts go, ball hands up. Like that's literally it. So
She was peppering yesterday though in her first practice, and I literally turned to Jesus and I go, look at her hands, like she could be a setter.
yeah, it's because they're huge. Like I have no choice but to be a good setter. My hands cover the entire ball. But yeah, so it's all and Mimi makes it really easy. She makes everyone look really good because she can go up and get a kill off of a ball that's like 15 feet off the net. And so it's like if I put it in a relatively good space, it's what did that guy say? It's barbecue chicken from there. Yeah, and that's
Is
what
that
it is.
someone said that?
Have you not
No.
seen that? You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
I'll show you. I'll send you later. I'll send it to you
Okay.
later.
Okay. Wow.
Anyone else? I think we got it for
Thank you. Thank you.
Long time no see.
Yeah, I know you've been missing. Well, we only